Hi Virgo, welcome to your September 2025 Tarot Scope with me, Raphael from Radiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Quick note, these are for your sun, moon and ascendant sign. Check them out for all three so that you know which part of you I resonate with most as a reader. And with that said, happy damn birthday to you. I truly hope you have a wonderful solar return. Remember to fill the day of your birthday with a little bit of everything that you want from this entire year ahead for you. And the reason you do that is because this is the time where the sun has come back into your sign, sun, moon, or ascendant, right? And it's basically the way that you imprint the energy. You want to create a day that looks like the year that you would like to have, all right? So with that said, we're going to get straight in. Before we start, as always, I'm going to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity, and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise, and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So I'm going to give these a shuffle. And for your key to the month this month, you have the Wheel of Fortune. Well, a happy damn birthday indeed. I truly hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful time of it. So the Wheel of Fortune shows up and it's basically saying this is a month of opportunities. Yes, we've just had that powerful new moon in your sign. If you didn't check out the video that I released, then make sure you do. I think it's going to give you some really interesting insights as to what I think is going on at this moment in time. What I will also say is, obviously, this is eclipse season. The eclipse is also happening in your sign, your sun, your moon, or your ascendant sign. So you are affected by this. But the Wheel of Fortune here basically says it doesn't have to be disastrous. In fact, it could actually be the start of something absolutely wonderful for you. And so this month, if you feel like a little bit of a buoy in the ocean, allow yourself to be taken by the current wherever it's going to take you, because the Wheel of Fortune has this wonderful ability of seeing us in the right place at the right time. And the Wheel of Fortune is all about opportunities, it's abundance, it's luck, and it also suggests that there is a change in your luck that is coming through for you. All right, now with that said, let's get into it. For your actions and options, you have the Magician card. I mean, damn. So you got the Wheel of Fortune is number 10, 1 and 0. Obviously, you slice the 0 off, it gives you the number 1. You got the Magician card, which is the original number 1, and the Magician card also represents your ruler, Mercury. This is powerful, and what's beautiful as well is over the course of the month of September, Mercury is going to come back into the sign of Virgo, into your sign, where it is exalted. You really have the power this month. Even with the South Node in your sign, the power really resides in your hands. The Magician card as your actions and options is basically saying whatever you do this month is pretty much blessed. It's pretty much going to be in line with where the universe would have you go. What it also means is you have the ability to create whatever it is that you desire, but it has to come from a place of knowing that, right? It can't be, I'm going to do this and hope that it works. It has to come from a place of, I'm doing this because I know it's what I'm supposed to be doing. Now, when it comes to the options that are available to you, there are opportunities coming in potentially from power players in your life, people that can really help and assist you in some way, shape or form, people that can really help advance your ideas, or maybe even people who are in, bigger, higher positions in order to help you in some way. The Magician card tends to represent people that are, they could be heads of companies, they can be celebrities, they can be politicians, like just people that really have what I like to call movers and shakers, all right? For your communications and conversations, you have the 5 of Swords. So this is not the easiest of cards, and it means that in some way, shape or form, it is likely to be the element of communication this month that you will need to keep an eye on. It is eclipse season, I did say that, right? And so the message here with the 5 of Swords, especially next to the Magician card, if you need to have a conversation with somebody that you see as a power player, somebody that you see as, very successful, maybe somebody that you look up to, maybe somebody that you, have collaborated with or worked with, or do you know what I mean? It's like you're looking at this from a perspective of, I need to say this, but I know it's going to upset the apple cart in some way. Well, maybe, just maybe, that is what needs to take place. Maybe that's what has to happen. Because it is the Five of Swords, though, you are encouraged to think about the way that you deliver this message, because it's like you could find, my feeling is you might have to go up against an authority figure, or at least somebody that you either respect or revere, somebody that you are kind of, it's not going to be comfortable, because this person can hold their own. And so the way that this kind of really comes across is, you need to ask yourself, is it worth this, right? Is this a war that I want to fight? Say war. Is this a battle that I want to fight, first of all? And second, what are you going to, because you will have to sacrifice something. You will have to give something up. So the example that I always give with the Five of Swords is this. Let's say you're the sort of person that never swears. You're nothing like me then, right? And you get into an argument with somebody, and by the end of the argument, you are absolutely F-bombing it, left, right, and center. Like, you really lose your composure. Maybe you win the argument because you shouted this person down, but what did you lose in the process? In order to have it out with somebody, or have this argument or this discussion or this dispute or whatever, you may need to sacrifice something, and it may be your comfort. It may even be that they take you to a place where you really, so you have to watch out for that, because this could come up very spontaneously as well. Now, when it comes to those of you that are studying or in some form of academia, it's likely to be you guys, those of you that are studying, where you're going up against an authority figure, potentially against the institution itself, to say, hang on a sec, actually, no, this isn't right. It could also be that you're having this on behalf of somebody else. So, like, let's say you've got kids, maybe you see something at their school and you're like, oh, hell no, right? This isn't happening on my watch as a parent. Again, how you deliver your message is something that you're going to need to look at. That being said, the Wheel of Fortune is blessing this whole thing, and it kind of says that if you have this conversation, if you're willing to go out on the limb, you will get change, right? You will get movement, but you have to ask yourself, what am I prepared to give in the long run? For those of you that are employed by somebody else, it's quite possible this month that you end up being the mouthpiece for all of the other employees, because there's something brewing within management or within the way that they're doing things that you really don't agree with. So you're kind of turning around to say, like, actually, I really disagree with this. And then before you know it, you've got everyone behind you like, yeah, what they said, what the Virgo said, we back them, right? And then all of a sudden you're like, oh shit, okay, I'm the person. Right, like, I just wanted to say that I was unhappy with the way that things are, and then suddenly everyone's shoving you at the back, saying like, yeah, you do it, you do the thing. When kind of, it's like, when you with kids, like, and one of the parents goes off and they're behind them going, yeah. I kind of feel like Virgo is going to be the parent, and like all of your colleagues in the office and stuff are going to be like, yeah, for those of you that are business owners, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, people that work for themselves, this could be someone that you've collaborated with, someone that you work with, potentially somebody that you look up to. It could also be someone that you are currently already working with. And I gotta be honest, it's like an uncomfortable conversation. And I think the reason for this, I think it's like a really small disagreement that seems to just have festered. And it's like, when you look at what the root of it is, it could be really small. But then, it's kind of like, when they say, like, anyone that you know, if you lose somebody and they then become a hater, they were always a hater undercover. There's kind of an element of that. I just, yeah, I don't know. Maybe, you know, having this conversation, you see things in a different perspective. It could be that you know, you agree to disagree or go your separate ways with somebody like that as well. And then on the other side of it, it kind of feels like there will be opportunities that come out of this. And funnily enough, because the Wheel of Fortune does have a healing quality to it as well, because it sees things come in full circle, I kind of feel like this needs to happen so that you guys can actually move forward. Do you know what I mean? It might never be the same again, but it will definitely clear the air enough for you to say, okay, you know, like we need each other or we love each other, but you know, we just need to do it in a different way moving forward. It's really strange because this seems to be a very big message. I don't know why. For those of you that are retired and no longer working, I think this might be where you're looking at your pension pot, whoever delivers those things, whoever gives those things. I wonder as well with this if you're having a like you're looking at this and maybe you're talking to the government to say, like, you know, we were promised this and we're not actually getting it. Like, where if you have benefits as well that you were supposed to get as part of your retirement package and you're not getting them this month, you might end up having it out. For your love and relations, you've got the Three of Swords. So I genuinely don't think this is about the relationship. I think this is about a working professional or academic relationship that you'll be breaking ties with. And again, it might not be forever. It might just be that this has to happen sort of now. When it comes to your those of you that are partnered, married, or in a long-term commitment, it's the Three of Swords, and with the Five of Swords next to it, this is you and your partner having the kind of conversation that needs to be had so that you can actually move forward with something. I honestly feel like your partner is supporting you in letting go or releasing something that you are maybe not struggling with, but maybe having a hard time letting go, you know? And then for those of you that are single and looking, this is probably not the month for relationship stuff. Even though you've got first house, seventh house eclipses going on, this could be where you actually say, you know what, the type of person or what I was looking for in a relationship is no longer the same thing. And so it's like you pull that energy back into yourself to recalibrate so that you can move forward later. For your money and materials, I do want to mention, if you would like to book your personal reading with me, you can do so on the links in the description box below. I offer astrology readings, tarot readings, numerology readings, and also energy work sessions. If you have blockages, or stuff that you know needs to be shifted for you to reach a next level of some sort, this is absolutely the way forward. As you know, I'm very passionate about energy work because it's given me such amazing results. Now, for your money and materials, you've got the Two of Pentacles. This, even if it's not necessarily with your partner, it does suggest that you will be divesting financial interests with another person or another party. When it comes to your money, finances, and resources, the Two of Pentacles is actually a very good card for things like budgeting, getting, you know, crossing your T's, dotting your I's, getting the money together, getting the money right, making sure it's all in the right space, time, element, etc. It's also about the information that you're given and whether that information is accurate or not. You've got this underneath the auspices of the Wheel of Fortune, and so I do want to say there is good advice around budgeting and or investments, but you're going to have to sift through what really does work for you or speak to you and then leave the rest behind. When it comes to your physical health and vitality, this month I really want you to watch out for your knees. Like your literal knees, like those are the elements of self, especially if you're quite sporty or you like to go hiking and stuff. Just be a bit careful with those this month. And then finally, when it comes to your home and environment, the Two of Pentacles could see, let's say you've had something on your mind that you want to get done within the home. This could see you Oh, sorry. I just got a phone call that I got completely distracted. This could see you, like, if there's money or resources that you've had where you've needed to be, that you've needed to allocate towards something that needs to be done in the home, this could be where you're putting that together or putting that out. So, in some way, shape, or form, the money that you need to adjust, adapt, or maybe even enhance your home or your property is absolutely available to you. Um, I would also say in your locality, something about the resources that are available through or with around the local authority may come up as a topic of discussion this month. Finally, your Human Design Oracle deck card is the Gate 47 and Mindset. And so your message here is how you look at it, right? How you frame it is really what you're going to get out of it. And in order for you to keep your mindset clear, you are going to have to go through this toilet flush of a conversation with a power player, authority figure, collaborator, etc. It's like you're just at a point, Virgo, where you do really have to have it out. And in order for you to get and extract all of the goodness, it's like you've got to get rid of the poison first. Do it, have the conversation, do the thing, say the thing. Once it's done, you'll be able to really move forward. With that said, remember, happy damn birthday to you. I really hope you have a good one. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.